Any ideas?
No.
Okay. Let's read the sentences and see if that helps you. Jimmy saw there was a possible or potential problem because of the wet floor when the students walked into the corridor. Jenny thought if the boys kept mowing the lawns without earmuffs, they might damage or harm their hearing. Bob thought it was possible that the tea towel might cause a fire. Aroha was worried it was possible the chemical could hurt the other student. So potential. What do you do when you're stuck? What should you do when you're stuck?
Ask for help.
Okay, well.
I can ask for help.
Okay, so potential means it's possible. Okay, it's something that potentially might happen. So possibly, it could, or it might. So how would you explain the word potential then?
That means anything possible.
Anything possible. Good. Okay. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, eh? Yeah? Okay. All right, so look at the next one. Harm. Do you know what harm means? If I said, okay. So if I said, watch out, if you slip down that hill, you'll harm yourself. What do I mean?
Hurt yourself.
Okay, let's see if that's going to help you. One student slipped on the wet floor and hurt their wrist when they fell. The caretaker agreed with Jenny. He said if the boys didn't use earmuffs, they would lose their hearing. If the tea towel caught fire, it could cause a fire and damage the building or cause someone to have a burn. The chemical hurt the student. They had to go to the school nurse. So, what do you reckon?
It means hurt.
Hurt, yeah, totally. Okay. Responsibility. Are you a responsible soul, Bailey King?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, eh? What kind of things do you do that shows you're responsible? You get lots of star awards for something.
Yeah.
What do you get star awards for? We always give you star awards for one main thing. What is it? What do you do in classes?
Doing my work and giving 100% a go.
That's being responsible. What do you do at home that's responsible for Mum?
Doing the dishes.
Do you look after Tegan quite a lot? Make sure she's okay? How do you do that? What do you do to help Tegan? Do you read for her sometimes?
No.
Do you check your social media? You don't? I thought you might. Are you using social media responsibly at the moment?
Yeah.
So not sending any wrong things? Okay. All right, let's have a look and see what responsibility means. Jimmy was responsible by putting out the wet floor sign and letting the teachers know. He did something about the problem. The caretaker was responsible by reminding the boys to wear their earmuffs. He did something to make sure the boys were safe. Bob didn't wait to be told what to do. He moved the tea towel before a problem could happen. Aroha was responsible by doing something to sort the problem. She reminded Bob about what they'd been taught when using sprays. She showed him how to spray safely. So what do you reckon responsibility is then?
Doing something before you get asked.
Yeah, nice answer. Doing something what?
Before you get asked.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer. Like, I know I could trust you and you could get stuff done. I know that you'd always be really responsible. You wouldn't be an idiot about stuff, would you?
No.
Have you ever been in the past? You're just too good. Okay, let's look at the word report. Now, this is not a school report.
Okay.
That's not, this word's got a different meaning, okay? So, Jenny went to the caretaker to tell them what she'd noticed when she saw the boys lawn mowing. Araha told her supervisor what she had done and asked if they could remind everyone about ways to spray safely. So what do you reckon it means, report?
Like telling a trusted adult about what happened.
Ooh, good answer. Trusted adult about what happened. Okay, cool. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Health and safety. Now, if we don't have good health and safety, you'd all have lost your fingers by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you'd all have lost your sight, or, you know, we couldn't have you using stuff because it wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
So when we work, we need to do things safely. When we do jobs around the house, we need to do things safely. When we're walking or driving, we need to do things safely. We do this by following instructions, reading labels carefully, using equipment correctly. This will help us from getting sick or being injured. So what do you reckon health and safety is?
Doing stuff safely and using stuff correctly.
Yeah. Awesome. So turn over, bud. We're going to do, you've given me a definition for all those words, right?
Yeah.
So what we have to do now is I'm going to get you to tell me which answer you think is the correct one. Okay? If you identify something, do you fail to see it but take no notice, see it and take notice of it, stick a label on something?
See it and take notice of it.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
A potential hazard is a hazard that has already happened, a hazard that could cause harm or injury but hasn't done so yet, a hazard you know about which is not going to cause any problems, a completely safe place. Now the key word there is potential.
A completely safe place.
I'll tell you why. Okay? Hazard. Have a look at the triangle picture. What's going on there?
Someone falling.
You know someone's falling, eh?
Yeah.
So that's, if that sign was up, it would be telling you it was a potential hazard. So potential, what does that mean again? Let's go back and have a look. So back here, this is the answer you gave for potential. You said, what did you say?
Anything possible.
Yeah. So it means it hasn't happened, but it's possible it might, eh? So you've told me, can you point and show me the hazard, the potential hazard in this picture?
Someone falling.
Well, that's what's happened. What's the hazard? What's caused them?
The little brick thing.
Yeah, so it means the surface must be, when you're walking, it must be...
a little bit high.
Yeah, it could be a little bit high, could be a little bit uneven. So that's the potential hazard. It's not saying everyone must now fall over. Okay? All right? So the answer, you gave me a completely safe place. The key in there was potential, means might, so we can't say it's absolute. But also, the word that you weren't sure of was hazard, eh? Okay? So, if you harm someone or something, you damage or hurt them, you kill or destroy them, you cause difficulty for them, you make things better for them.
Damage or hurt someone.
Perfect, Bailey. All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
A hazard. You should know what a hazard is now, because we looked at a potential hazard here, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if you can work it out. A hazard is something good, something that has already happened and will not happen again, a danger or a risk, something that is going to happen right now.
A danger or a risk.
Perfect. Good thinking, 99. All right. responsibility means leave it to someone else to do or sort. It's your duty or job to do or sort.
It's your duty or job to do or sort.
Perfect. To report something means telling someone about something you've seen, telling something about something you've heard, seen, or learnt, not telling someone you have heard, seen, or learnt.
Telling someone about something you have seen.
Okay. I can see why you said that, but actually you could report something that you heard, or you could also report something that you've learnt. Like you might have learnt that those kids have all gone to cut down the trees without the right protective equipment, the right protective gear, and really they shouldn't be cutting down the trees. So you might have learnt that because Patch told you so. Yeah? Okay. So, health and safety in the workplace means A, following given instructions to keep yourself safe. B, wearing the correct protective clothing if you need it to keep you safe at all times. C, understanding how to use and using equipment safely. Identifying safety labels or instructions independently or with support if needed. Treating others respectfully. Being treated respectfully. Being responsible and reporting any hazards you see. All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah, I agree. If all of that was happening, work would be a good place. But if some of those things weren't happening, wouldn't be safe. Because what do you want to do when you leave school? What are you thinking about doing?
Maybe working in a cafe or something.
Yeah. And there'll be lots of health and safety there, eh?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything that you would have to be really aware of, health and safety working in a cafe?
Maybe the hot stoves and stuff.
Yeah, because what would happen if you weren't safe around them?
You would hurt yourself or hurt other, or make a fire.
Exactly. That would imagine if you burnt down your place of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you'd keep your job?
No.
Okay.